Yo, welcome to the Outbound Show where we talk about everything NBA. I'm Jermaine Bodie. I'm with my boy
Triple A.
Sanchez.
Hey, all right, cool. How you man doing today?
Good.
I'm alive, man. I'm alive.
I'm alive.
I'm breathing.
I'm breathing.
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
Cool. Any NBA news from you guys that you want to talk about before we get into this?
Boy.
Oh, no. Shout out LeBron James. He climbed the top of the mountaintop in terms of basketball when he became the highest ever, like, points all time, everything, combined playoffs, regular season. Like, what? Why are you looking at me like that? I know I've been hating on LeBron for, like, ever since he went to Miami.
Long time.
I've spoken a lot of shit about LeBron. But, like, nah, for real, though. Shout out LeBron James, man. You're 1A, bro. Like, you ain't 1B. You did that. The rings you got, 10 straight playoffs appearances. He's 1A. Like, he's number one. He's the best. He's top of the mountain.
Any NBA news you want to talk about?
My boy, Jared Allen's all-star. I'm happy about that boy. He's a goddamn all-star.
Replacement, I'm happy for him.
I'm actually happy with all the replacements.
Yeah.
Actually, there ain't one replacement I would swap. Like, was it LaMelo Ball, DeAndre Murray, and Jared Allen?
Yeah.
I'm happy with all of them.
There'll probably be more replacements, too. Because James Harden's not going to play.
Yeah, no, he already got replaced by
He'll
Jared
get
Allen.
replaced. So then someone else is going to get replaced, so I can't remember. I think there's someone else. I'm bugging right now, but someone else ain't going to play.
Hopefully not.
Cool. Today we're going to talk about the trade deadline.
Yes, sir.
So do you guys want to start off with the big trades first? Or the small
Let's talk about the little ones, bro.
Sure.
It's always good jokes.
Build up momentum.
That's a good jokes. All right, cool. There was a trade between the San Antonio Spurs and the Toronto Raptors. Thaddeus Young, Drew Ebanks, a 2022 pick from the second round for Goran Dragic, and a couple picks, basically.
I mean, that's...
Gonna do anything, or
Gordon's going to...
so Gordon Dragic's going to the Spurs and Thaddeus Young.
I think that'll be good. For the
Spurs are buying out his contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
I heard he's just been training in Miami. I think there's even a picture of him. in
Yeah,
Miami.
he hasn't even... That's what I'm saying. The Spurs are buying out his contract. He's not even going to
I
play
think it
for
would
the
have been nice
Spurs.
playing the Spurs, but obviously they're not competing for anything. So I'm assuming he's trying to.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel like
going
we-
Dallas, apparently.
I feel like...
Apparently.
But they got hella.
In fact, no, what am I talking? I'm lying. He's going to LA. He's meant to be getting bought out to go to the Lakers.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yep.
The next one, Pistons are trading Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles to Sacramento. That was part of the overall one.
Was that the Halliburton trade?
No, that was for Serge Ibaka.
Oh.
There was a 14 trade between Detroit, Sacramento, Milwaukee, and the Clippers.
Oh yeah, that's where did Serge went to Milwaukee.
Okay, this is the overall. So it was Dante
DiVincenzo.
There we go. Trey Lyles and Josh Jackson go to the Kings. The Bucks get Serge Ibaka and 2 future second round picks and some cash. And the Clippers get Ronnie Hood,
Semi Ojale.
and the Pistons get Marvin Bagley Jr.
Okay.
I think that's a good football party.
Trade, no? I think Serge going to the Bucks is a big.
Yeah, I can't lie. That's
great for
gonna.
the
That's
Bucks.
gonna. I feel like Bucks are gonna be like they're going for big. You look at the size. You got Giannis. You got Ibaka. You got Bobby. He's actually having a great season.
Playing
I
better
think
this
they just
year.
replaced Brook Lopez because
He's injured. They
He's out,
needed
that's why.
someone.
They
But
gave
Brook
him-
will be back by the playoffs though.
Yeah, but the thing is now the defense is just went up even more.
That's the point. That's the point.
So that's good. What's his name to Pistons?
Marvin.
He could rejuvenate his career.
I think that's why,
Grant.
Marvin Bagley going to the Pistons is really good for him. He needed to get out of Sacramento. They weren't even playing him no more, man. Yeah, he was a top 3 draft pick that didn't play basketball. They don't make no sense, and he's not
He
injured.
didn't even like he played bad. It's just they didn't give him minutes.
Yeah, like
No burn.
oh, that's weird, man. And who else got moved during that trade?
So
DiVincenzo and Trey Lyles.
So he's a good player.
They're good players. They're
Trey
good.
Lyles is good. Josh Jackson, you know what? Everyone there can ball except for maybe Rodney Hood. He's past it.
Rodney Hood went to the under Ty Lue. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Ty Lue a good coach. Ty Lue a good. Nah, he's a role player under Ty
Semi
Lue, man.
OJ, I don't even know who that is. I'll be real.
Semi alright. Role player. No offense to Semi, but
Wait for that one still.
The Celtics are trading PJ Dozier.
PJ who?
PJ Dozier, I know him.
Dozier?
Yeah. No, Dozier. That's how you say his name.
Dozier?
Yeah. Bobo.
Oh,
A
yeah.
second round pick and cash to the Magic for a second round pick.
That's
You know what?
They just said take some money, basically.
I mean, if Bobo gets some time,
He ain't getting time in Orlando.
you don't think so?
Nah.
They're not competing for anything.
No, that's what makes it worse.
Nah, you know,
Wait, why do you think they're
no.
gonna?
They still got Mo Bamba. They don't play him basically. Like,
Stars.
Yo, he's a star, bro. Yeah, the
Bobo's
good.
had a decent. He gave someone buckets. He gave Embiid like 29 when Embiid had like 44.
look at me not looking at Orlando
Yeah,
again.
no, I mean, I don't blame you.
Nah.
They're like 10 games.
I think Orlando's making a young squad now. Because
They've been trying to make a young squad
no,
for
but
10
they got it
seasons.
now. They got it now. You see the pieces they got.
They're trying to figure out who they're gonna keep and who they're gonna let go of.
Because look, you got what's his name? Jalen. What's his name? Jalen.
But if you can,
Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, and then you got Cole.
Cole Anthony.
if you can
And then
have
you got-
Bobo, and who's that guy who keeps getting injured? Oh, it's gonna annoy me. There's a guy who plays for Orlando.
This nigga ain't even averaging 10 rebounds.
Anyway, they got some length to them and some like short athleticism.
If Bobo can average 10 rebounds, then that's all they need because Mo Bamba can't apparently. It's crazy.
You know, this is a bigger trade than I'm gonna make it seem like. But Derek White going to Boston for Josh Richardson is a very big pickup for me. I think I like Derek White as a player. I thought he was just a standstill shooter, someone who just runs up and down the floor. You know.
I think once he joined, they start winning.
I've seen him. When
When they joined, they started winning the games, didn't they?
Nah, they've been,
But then it's a good addition to the
Yeah,
team.
very good.
he's
Bro,
helping,
like,
he's helping.
He's got some handle, can use the pick and roll. Like he's a solid guard. Still, I can't lie to you.
It's a good role player.
I think the Boston coach used to coach at Spurs. So I'm guessing he had a hand in that little trade there.
I mean, it's a good role player. It's a good move for Boston.
What do you think about Boston? Man? They started to win.
It don't mean shit because when they get to the playoffs, nothing's going to happen.
Hey, I think you're wrong. You know. Remember how we said we don't think JT and Brown can work because neither of them passed the ball.
Well, now they're passing. They worked out.
Yeah.
But even within that,
And they're still getting buckets.
all right, but hold up. You think they can beat Milwaukee? Do you think?
I think they can make it a tough series.
But they can't beat them.
No, it's not impossible. I'm just saying
I
it
know.
will be a tough series.
I think the only team in the playoffs that's a top seed that I think they can beat is Chicago. Like that, I say, you guys go up against them. You
If
can beat Chicago.
Boston
But
continues to play at the pace they're playing now, I think every team should be scared of them. Like every team they face should be like thinking, like, we need to get rid of them quickly. We can't fuck around here.
I don't think so. Not in the playoffs. I mean, they will get every team. Every team will do that anyway because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're both big, serious. Yeah, they're serious bucket guys.
But now they're making their teammates better, bro. There's no reason why they shouldn't work.
But you know how to. I can't lie in the playoffs. Boston, you know how to stop that. You know how to stop
How?
that.
If they're sharing the ball, how? That was how you stop them. You make them shoot, and then all the rest of their teammates, you don't even guard them. But now you have to guard everyone.
They're gonna go back to ISO ball in the playoffs.
I can't give you that, man.
You don't think they're gonna go back to
think
ISO ball in the playoffs?
I think JB and JT spoke and they were like, yo, we can't just keep getting buckets. We have to get buckets and play, bro. And it's shown in their play.
I think they spoke, but I don't even think that's what they spoke about. I think that's part. I think that was a small part of their conversation.
We gotta get buckets together.
Yeah, I think that was more. I think that was. I don't think. I think the passing to the other teammates is secondary. I think it was more them passing to each other more and letting the others themselves working out the balance between themselves. I think what's happening with the rest of the team and how they pass most of the rest of the teammates is a byproduct of just them working out their
number of
team.
assists will tell you you're wrong.
I don't think so. I think it kind of aligns with what I'm saying.
It's definitely up.
Yeah, I'm not. Again, that still goes in what I'm saying. I said it's a byproduct of them two working out their thing between themselves. It's a byproduct.
I think it's part of it, but I think they're getting each other. I think they're making each other better and the team better. But it's here or there.
Yeah, I mean,
I got 3 assists.
Charlotte acquired Montrezl Harrell for Veron Carey and Ish Smith.
that's a good pickup for Charlotte.
For Charlotte,
That's a good
They
pickup for
need
Charlotte.
They had no guy who actually wants to play.
I think they need a center. I don't think they need a power forward.
Well,
But he's a nice pickup.
and they can play small
He's a
ball
nice
with
pickup.
him. They can.
I think him and LaMelo in the pick and roll is going to be nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
He'll
Pick
throw
and
that
roll.
shit up to a lot more people though.
The energy that's going to bring to
But
Charlotte
they
too.
still don't have anyone to protect the rim. But it's a nice pick.
But you know what? What the hell? He can protect everybody, not like that type of guy.
If you
But he
score,
can do his thing.
but if you're scoring, if they start scoring over 127 points a game,
no one can go Giannis.
come on, bro.
Actually, can you slow down, Giannis?
No one can slow down Giannis.
You need 5 bodies to slow him down. That's how you slow down Giannis. You send everybody at him. Come on, everybody's, bro. This is everybody's.
Stop
Bro.
throwing players on the court.
The Pacers send forward Torrey Gregg to the Suns for Jalen Smith and a second-round pick.
Tory was there last season. Apparently, he's a very good addition. CP said that he was one of the boys.
You make it sound like your CV, ain't it?
No.
Why did that sound like
I heard it to be like, this
Aaron, do you see this?
I feel like we could have skipped this trade.
You know what?
Skip this trade, man.
Like, we're looking at you like,
Wait. In Tory Gregg's defense, he's a very good defender. I saw him back in Denver, and
he's loyal. Because you make it sound like he's loyal.
No, Aaron don't rate him. Aaron don't rate this.
I know, but why do you say it so formally?
You know what it is?
I needed to understand. Tory Gregg will add something to
Hey, yo,
that.
Jermaine, we were
Aye, that's great. That's great. But like the Pacers made a much more impactful trade. That is like fuck that trade. No offense to Torrey Craig.
Fair enough. And the Rockets receive Dennis Schroeder for
No, but
That's actually a good trade for us.
I think Dennis Schroeder is going to teach them young guys something.
Yeah.
Teach them about wanting more money. That's what they do. I don't mess
What's
with.
this, man?
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Leave the boy alone, man. He's
I
already
want more
suffering.
money. You got more money and you didn't perform.
Didn't get more money. He
There we
got
go.
way less
And what
money.
did you do? You should have played better, but you didn't. Move on. I don't care.
Look, but he was in a weird situation in Boston. They had to figure things out.
LeBron, the
He's
GM
here
said
now.
get out.
He's here now in Houston. So far, he's only started one game, but when he started, he played well. And the games he played came off the bench. You could tell there's a difference with him in the court. You can see it. So I ain't mad at it.
Like, he just came in and said, I want more money. LeBron looked and said, when you ask for money, what do you do for me?
Well,
He asked for like 100, like, was it 100 mil? LeBron's looking at him like, are you okay?
he's not. Look, he wasn't wrong to ask for the money. The problem was
He's not worth 100 mil.
he could have. He should have just waited. That's all he had to do was wait. He was gonna get an 80 more extension, and then he probably could have got
80?
Yeah, that's what he was gonna
Oh, yeah,
get.
I can't lie. I wasn't even going to push 80.
He was gonna get an 80 more
I'll give
extension.
him 60. That's being nice.
He played well for us.
Yeah.
Until the playoffs.
It was
He
lit.
played well for the Lakers.
That why, to the playoffs. He's 60.
In fact, last year he played well for like half a season, and then he was done. It's fucking it's true. It's true, man.
Half a season. Why are you bringing that up? You make it look like dickhead.
Nah, but it's true because that's when the contract crap started happening. He played well for half season, then they offered him an extension. He said he want to sign, then he started playing that crap, and LeBron went out. It's like, well, Schroeder's got to show why he needs to get all that money now. He didn't, and that's why he got paid $4 million for 3 years because he played that crap for half a season and a terrible playoff run. It's not his fault, but it's what happens, man.
Cool. The next trade we're gonna talk about is the Wizards send Bertas and who else did they send? Spencer Dinwiddie to the Mavs for Porzingis. I'll be real.
Interesting.
Did not understand what the Mavs were doing here.
I don't
You know what?
see
It
it.
could pan out, but I'll be real. They already had guard play.
I think-
Between Bronson and Luka, you don't need another guard, really.
I think the only thing that trade showed was that KP and Luka didn't get along.
I think they just want to get rid of KP as soon as possible. But I don't even really understand why they did that.
Because I think in another year's time as well, KP was already showing signs of he's coming back to some semblance of the form he had when he was at his best in New York.
Good big man again.
Yeah, he's clearly showing signs of coming back to
I don't
that.
even know what he's
But you know what? I feel like it's like they was
It's
done
not the
with,
Mavs, that's all.
yeah. I feel like they was done with the KP and Luka experiment. It's like, okay, let's move on to something else now. You know, like it didn't make sense, but it's a target get him out of there.
Yeah, I understand it, but at the same time, like Jermaine, like JB said, bringing in Spencer Dinwiddie and Bertans for KP is just, I don't know, man. What's his stats? What's he averaging this year?
19 and 7.
You don't get rid of that. I'm no offense.
I just don't think. I think they want to free up cap space.
For the off season.
Yeah,
But who
but
did-
Spencer Dinwiddie's already there for another year.
Yeah, but who they gonna get? No, yeah.
Off season's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be interesting.
But no, Spencer Dinwiddie signed a contract this
Nah, it wasn't
off
long,
season. Wasn't a long one.
The
Okay.
Wizards, I don't know. I think the Wizards just said, "You come for 2 years.
Okay.
We'll see what happens."
Because even then, I don't know who Dallas will get in free agency to come.
I think niggas want to play with Luka.
I don't think
I don't want to
niggas.
play with Luka.
wanna play with Luka.
I think you two and niggas is different. Niggas don't want to play with Luka. I don't think.
Who said that?
Is
Is this your opinion or you?
It's an opinion because based off of the fact that who said they want to play with Luka? Who we heard say they
I think
want?
Jokic just made it clear that he likes playing with Luka.
Yeah, definitely.
I think LeBron's made it clear that if he could get him to the Lakers, he would.
That's different. Who's gonna who? Alright,
Luka's
let
like
me
LeBron.
rephrase it. Who wants to play with Luka in Dallas?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
No one.
No, we don't know yet.
We don't know. We can't say no
yet.
one.
Alright.
We don't know.
Which top level caliber talent wants to play with Luka in Dallas?
We don't know yet. That's our answer. I can't. We don't know.
I can answer that. They
No,
don't.
but you gotta remember, Luka's.
They don't.
Luka's like a LeBron type of player.
Yeah, but
he's not gonna bring
LeBron's
down-
not
he's not gonna bring
go-
the best out of
LeBron's not going Dallas.
No, what I'm saying, Luka's like a LeBron.
I know, but
So he's gonna do
But
something.
what I'm saying is, as much as he can bring the best out of a player, yes, that's right. Luka has more chance of having a Giannis type number 2 like Chris Middleton than he is like a LeBron type number 2. No, Chris Middleton's a great. No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying comparing it to LeBron's number 2, AD. No offense to Chris
They've both
Middleton.
got one ring each. Like, if you're talking about the duos, they've both
Yeah,
got
so
one
it's
ring.
not really.
Alright, but I'm talking about the caliber of player. Apart from AD's
But
injuries,
is it the aim to win?
yes, the aim's to win. But I'm saying you're freeing up the cap space. You don't have to free up cap space to get a player like that.
You do. Even if you want to trade for another player, you still need cap space.
You need cap space, but you don't need KP level cap space to get a player like that. You don't need that level cap space. That comes after they do something. Chris Middleton got his contract after he started making All-Star. He didn't get that big contract before. That don't happen just like that.
We'll have to
I'm just
disagree on this.
being honest. It's the
I feel like
honest.
Dallas was just looking into the free agency.
I think they jumped the gun too early. I think they should have waited one more season.
I would have got
before
rid
they
of
done
this.
that trade.
I would have got.
For what? Because it's not change. It doesn't change nothing. Right now, it changes nothing. In the future, yes, it will change something. But then you could do that trade in a year's time and probably get more for KP in a year's time anyway.
Because they said, they're gonna move him.
I think they know something we don't know because I don't think they would have traded him away and
Dallas ain't
without
done with
any
trade,
interest.
Well, then him trade,
Honestly,
but then that's the only reason why my brain goes to you trading away is purely just because Luka and KP clearly don't get along. Then because otherwise, there's no actual reason to trade them right now. Like, there's just no point to me. But I'm not a GM. I'm not an NBA coach. Like, so.
I can't like when looking at the free agency, there's a couple of nice players that are sitting in the free agency that will kind of look good with Luka. So we'll see how it goes.
They ain't going Dallas.
I'm trying to find the exact details for the Pacers trade. So.
Oh, this one, the place trade with the.
Caris LeVert. Well, it's not.
So we got Doncic, Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin. Oh, I didn't know Justin Holiday went to the Kings in exchange for Tyrese. Can't pronounce his name properly.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep, and Buddy and Tristan Thompson.
It's a great trade.
For who? Yeah, I'm interested. What side? Because
It's weird. It's gonna technically speaking for both teams is a good trade. It's more for
Jesus Christ, wrong choice.
Indiana had to do the trade because they got rid of Caris LeVert as well to Cleveland, so they needed to bring in someone like Tyrese Halliburton. You need someone to score.
That one confused me.
It's confusing from the Sacramento side because Tyrese wanted to play for Sacramento, so getting rid of him doesn't make sense if you're Sacramento.
Sorry to say, but he looked so hurt when he was talking about. I was like, I felt sad for the brother.
Bro,
They chose Tyrese over De'Aaron. I'm sorry, they chose De'Aaron over Tyrese.
Okay,
but you didn't have to yet.
They were gonna have to eventually. Though.
Yeah, but not yet.
They did it.
They did it early, and now you bring Sabonis as
a nice
a
mix.
great player to go play with De'Aaron Fox. That's a good move, but I don't know how that's gonna work.
It's like getting to the playoffs though.
Not this season.
Next season, just get to you.
I don't know. She get a new coach, maybe. I don't know. Wow. Right? I can't see it. I don't. The problem with the trade is Sacramento are just doing more of the same. You're putting talented players on a roster with bad coaching and bad GMs and no direction and clear way of how you want to play the game. Therefore, you guys will end up being another lottery team again and hoping for another good player to come for the draft. But they got good players there still.
No, I'm happy for Tyrese. I think he gets to show his full array of his game. I mean, he was doing that at the Kings, but it's even now high level. I watched the Cavs versus Pacers game.
That was so mad. Don't you think? Wait, it wasn't me. It was just mad that like the trade happened literally before they played. So LeVert's sitting there thinking.
No, they played each other twice in like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the second.
I know,
second
but
time.
I was just like, it was just interesting. And going on to that anyway.
I feel for LeVert as well, man.
No, I feel
No,
like
LeVert got
LeVert-
away with
No,
he got away. He got a whiteout.
No, he's right. Yes,
He's in a good situation.
Oh
Nice.
no, I don't feel bad. I mean, It's a lot, man. Just moving around constantly. That's a lot.
I can't lie. If I was with her, I'd be like, okay, it's a lot, but think about it. Look at my team now. My team is sitting in, what seed they're sitting in right now?
They're 4th.
Yeah, top 5 for sure.
Top 5.
Yeah, top
And
5.
not gonna lie, everyone's having one of their best seasons so far. Garland still have better seasons ahead of him, but like they're all having a great season. Now he's adding on. I'm not saying Cavs are a contender, but I'm saying they can. Cool, you're not gonna
Get to the second round.
I think they'll get to the second round. They can get to the second round without LeBron for the first time in many years.
If they did get to the second round, I would be like, oh, shocked. It would be like, I understand.
Depends on who they play in the first.
I saw Cavs kill them Pacers, and they knew exactly.
Yeah.
He looks like a fourth quarter specialist too.
Karras is a baller. Karras is a straight baller. I'm happy that he's playing basketball somewhere that's not Indiana because place ain't. I'm not gonna say it's not built for black people because Reggie played there, but I got my favorites. I ain't gonna say nothing.
So who do you think won that trade? I think the Pacers.
Pacers.
Won that trade that we just
I think right now the Pacers, but possibly Sacramento. But right now the Pacers definitely won that trade.
But you want to talk about CJ?
Yeah,
How's
so
CJ's?
I don't even know.
So CJ to the Pelicans in exchange for Josh Hart and a draft.
I can't believe.
I'll be real. If he doesn't get out of there, his career's done.
Yeah, it was.
They're playing better though with him.
They ain't won shit, man. They ain't won shit.
But Zion's not even gonna play because he's having another surgery. So
When I heard of that surgery, I can't lie. My Zion thoughts are just going down and down.
I told you he's going. He's trying to get away to New York, man. He just wants to get out of New York.
He's not gonna get away. I'm just saying more and more surgeries, and that's gonna keep. That's cutting your career short and shorter by the minute.
I don't think he cares.
You don't care?
I don't think.
Don't think you're gonna be
I
going
don't
as one of
think-
the greats, bro, in the future.
Because if he cared, there's a lot of things he would have done in the off season
Well, I see a lot.
to make sure that what's happening now wouldn't happen. There's a lot of things he would have done 2 seasons ago to make sure that what's happening now wouldn't be happening.
I'm with your theory. He's either injured. It's one of the two. He either wants out or he's actually just injured.
Yes, injured.
He wants out.
I don't want to be.
I can't believe he's injured. He is injured, but he's injured on purpose.
Wow,
He's injured on purpose.
Injured on purpose.
If you're not putting your body in the best possible position it can be in to go and play basketball, then when you go out on the court and you get injured, you've done that on purpose.
I don't think you got.
If you're Zion Williamson and you know that your body in particular needs to be in a certain condition because of your type of athleticism and what you do on the court and how you play the game, and you don't do that, you're getting yourself injured on purpose.
I don't think.
You're not doing it. It's not a mistake.
Let's
That's
focus
on
the trade
purpose.
for now. Let's focus on the trade. Who do you think won? So the Pelicans or
Pelicans.
Sorry, be rude, but
if Portland are trying to tank, then they've won the trade. If the Pelicans, I don't know what the Pelicans' aim is, but if they think that's gonna appease Zion Williamson, sorry, I don't think.
I can't lie. Damian Lillard.
But CJ needs to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Damian Lillard, he's thinking, hold on, I've been moaning this whole time. And then
No,
this
you know what Portland
see-
are doing? They're showing their hand. They say like, we rate you for the loyalty, but brother, we need you to ask for a trade. We need you to ask for out here because we can't.
You're right, that's the thing. But the Damian said, I was like, raw.
Portland are saying we're looking to rebuild, bro. But you keep telling niggas, listen me, I'm down for this. I'm ready to die.
But
You're right.
Question though. Yeah. Do you think they trade CJ without talking to Dame first?
No, fam, it's a bit. Fam, they probably spoke to him, but it's one of the we're trading CJ. It's not. What do you think about this trade? They said
are going
we're
to
trading
trade
CJ. CJ's gone. If they did speak to him, I don't think they spoke to him, but they're trying to make it clear. They're trying to indirectly say, Dame, you don't have to go, but
I think Dame.
we're not building around you no more.
But I can't lie.
We're not building around you,
I
bro.
can't lie.
No one's coming to Portland. We're not trading for anyone.
I think Dame had to say
This is
okay.
Simmons' team. If you want to stay here, you can get your stats up, but you're not winning the ring here, bro.
Nah, I really think Dame had to say okay for that. I think he said a heavy.
So wait. Hold on, I'll go. Why the fuck would he want Josh Hart for CJ?
I was about to say
If
that.
he can't win with CJ,
I can't lie.
Stop. I'm not saying that he wanted Josh Hart. I'm not saying that part of it. But I'm saying they spoke to him and say, look, we have to make some changes. You're saying you don't want to leave, right? Cool. So we ain't trading you, and you're not letting us trade you. But your boy CJ, he gonna have to go. And Dame has to sit there and he has to say, okay, cool, CJ's gotta go. I'm not saying he's okay with saying CJ's gotta go, but he has to say CJ's gotta go because he decided that he wants to stay.
I just said
I know,
that.
I'm not. Me and you ain't really disagreeing. I just say things differently than you.
I think
No, I know.
It's just, I don't know, man.
No, but it's can't lie.
It's just
Let's be
sad.
honest. Damian Lillard probably bopped on the trainer and saw Justin thinking, we dashed CJ for this guy. He can barely make a jump shot.
No offense to Josh Hart.
Josh
Hart
Hart's a
can
good
ball.
player,
He
but-
can ball,
But
but
not CJ good.
He's not winning a championship.
he's a role player.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I got one. Another one. The Clippers won with Blutz. Was it Blutzer? Yeah, Blutzer. Josh Winslow. Who the hell's that, brother?
Keon
Keon Johnson and a future second round pick. And the Trailblazers for Nolan Powell and Robert Cunningham.
That's
Calling them made him
yeah.
very
Jesus
We are tanking.
Jesus
Miles away.
Christ, that's a
I'm
Kamikaze.
telling you now, they're telling Dame, brother, we're not winning here, man.
Can you not see? Leave.
I've seen some reports that say otherwise to like that particular point in terms of like, yes, they're rebuilding the team, but not without. They're not thinking about rebuilding without Dame. Which is the reports I've seen.
Oh wait, then
Yo. Trailblazers will catch you lucky, you know. They'll be like, right, that guy right there. He just called us idiots.
No, but the only thing Trailblazers can do is hope for how they've had success over the years, which is they start doing badly with their superstar that they drafted, and they luck into a good player somehow in the draft, and it works. That's the only way they're gonna go back. So they need to.
So, well, we're gonna go into the biggest trade of the night.
God.
So the biggest trade of the night. The big one.
In the left corner.
So I just want to make sure I got all the details.
I can't lie. There was a lot of details. All I saw was the mini bit.
So the Brooklyn Nets traded James Harden to Philadelphia 76ers.
Philadelphia.
Ben Simmons,
Seth Curry.
Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. And apparently they threw in Paul Millsap in this trade.
I can't lie to you.
And the Sixers sent an unprotected first-round pick and another. Four first.
I can't lie to you. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what the NBA said. Oh yes, we get James Harden. Wait, what? You said Drummond and Steph? That's
Straight off the bat, who won?
Brooklyn. I'm giving Brooklyn
This year, Philly. Next year, Brooklyn.
No. This year, Brooklyn. I'm saying it now. You know why? Because cool. Ben Simmons is cool. He's the main head of the trade. But I can't lie to you. Steph and Drummond's just gonna be like, I ain't getting no points. I'm getting boards and blocks. That's all you need from me.
He doesn't block shit.
Okay, cool. He might get 1 or 2 blocks, but boards. That's all he can actually do.
Offensive rebounds, yeah, that's nice.
No, that's all I need. When KD come back, KD's be like, I'm gonna jack even more.
Look,
the team's looking nice, and Ben Simmons, he don't really need to score. He can be there for defense. He's one of the top defenders when he's in the league. So
that's all nice when Kyrie is on the court. When Kyrie is not on the court,
Kyrie's gonna be playing home games.
no, he might not be. Until New York changes the law, we can't say Kyrie's going to be playing home games. We can't say that until they change the law.
Philly got their ass whipped by Celtics.
Yeah, and James Harden wasn't playing. That's fine. Philly got their ass whipped by the Celtics.
I'll be real. Well, one, I'm disappointed in James Harden for giving up so quickly.
I'm not disappointed in him. I understand. I would have done the same thing. I think every other player would have done the same thing.
And 2, if you couldn't win with KD, how the hell is he meant to win with Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid's a hell of a player, but
I don't think it's that I don't even think it's an indictment on KD. I don't think he's saying he couldn't win with KD. He was saying I couldn't win with Kyrie. It's not KD, it's Kyrie. Look. Let me. It's not.
Philly are contenders, by the way.
And it's not even Kyrie. I'm not talking about Kyrie's skill level, right? It's not Kyrie's skill level, but very clearly, Kyrie's commitment to the game of basketball is not the same as other people around him's commitment to the game of basketball. That's just very clear. I'm not talking about this season, the vaccine.
I think his place is different.
Just because you play well on the...
I think there's nothing wrong with having principles, but let's not get into
I'm saying, I'm not talking about the vaccine. Forget the vaccine. Regardless of that, Kyrie has a history of taking time off in basketball for reasons. Who knows what reasons? But I don't know the man. Reasons.
To defend James Harden.
I'm not. It's not even to defend James Harden. I just understand when you're sitting across from somebody and you're looking in the eyes and you don't think that person has the same commitment you have to winning, because Kyrie's already got a ring. He does not care about winning as much as James Harden does right now. Like,
that's my only excuse. KD and Kyrie got rings, and I think James Harden's thinking, bro, these men don't win. They're cool. Their careers are fine.
Exactly.
I need a ring, but I think he still could have won with these.
100%.
I think it could have happened, yes, next season. But I think too much has happened this season with him sitting around, looking around for too long, Kyrie didn't play enough this
I'm disappointed that
season.
he gave up.
Yeah, because he didn't really look at the record. When all of them healthy, there was 13-3. They mainly lost.
But the problem is that it's 13-3. I think that's the biggest problem. I think he did look at that. Instead of 13-3, we only played 16 games together. Imagine you forced your way out of Houston. You made yourself look like a piece of shit, even though you wanted to go to Philly in the first place. But you forced your way out of Houston to go to Brooklyn, to play with Kyrie and KD, then to only play 16 games with Kyrie and KD, and for the next season to come around and find out you only played with KD, really. And then partway through, it's like, all right, Kyrie gonna come sometimes. Because if James Harden was still there, Kyrie only plays 4 more games in the season. He only gets to play 4 more games because the rest of the Brooklyn's games are at home. So, why am I staying for that? Like, if you're James Harden, realistically, why am I staying for that? That's not what I signed up for.
I think at full health, both teams, I'm taking Brooklyn. So
I'm taking Brooklyn too.
I think Brooklyn's
100%.
won.
But I think Brooklyn.
But Philly can still win it all.
Yeah.
If things go their way. A couple injuries happen.
And personally, I don't think Brooklyn can have that full health till next season.
But yeah, I don't see. I don't really personally understand the trade too tough. But I guess Philly just said, you know,
Michael Rubin loves James Harden.
Ben Simmons isn't going to play for us again, so we may as well get superstar.
They did. Nah, I can't lie. The Philly scout themselves to get James Harden though. You don't give up. You find a way to not have to give up Steph Curry. Andre Drummond, fine, but you find.
Wait. Actually, it's a rumor, but apparently the Pistons made an offer to give up Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, Kelly Olynyk, and a first-round pick for Ben Simmons. Just Ben Simmons.
I don't know if I would have done it.
I would have taken that in a heartbeat.
Just for Grant?
No, you know
Grant,
what?
Sadiq Bey is a bucket, and you get a big that can stretch the floor. And the first-round pick. So Ben Simmons is not playing for you. You basically just gained 3 players for nothing.
Yup.
Ben Simmons ain't going to play for them again, bro.
Aaron, it actually sound like that. They didn't really have to give.
You didn't have to give up Shooter. You didn't have to give up Harris. You didn't have to give up Drummonds. Bro, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, but you wanted to get more help for Joel Embiid, essentially. You still need...
You just got help.
He got
not really. As in, like, someone who's reliably going to score over 25 points. Reliably. I'm not saying reliably, consistently every game to 25 points.
I'm a fan of his game, bro.
I saw that nigga score 20 a game with some bums around him, bro. So imagine you put some ballers around him.
I've seen many niggas move to be around some ballers and still not produce.
20.
Like, it
Jeremy
don't.
Grant can get 20.
Yeah.
30, I can understand. I can argue that, but 20, he can get.
If you have Jeremy Grant and Harris on your wing as Embiid, you got hella space in that paint, bro.
And attackers that can attack the rim.
Ain't many people fucking with you. But, you know, like I said, James Harden's a nice pickup. You can't just, you know.
He's second in the league in assists. He's still averaging 22 points, 8 boards,
So what was
10.
if both of them, if Brooklyn and Philly was both healthy playoffs, what do you think the series would go?
This year,
If
Philly.
they were both healthy,
6
I mean,
to the Nets.
This year, I'll say Philly.
Because you got factor
both
in-
healthy?
You have to factor in.
This year, Philly.
Doc Rivers is coaching them. He'll melt down.
but wait, you saying Philly to win the series against those two in 7?
This year, Philly.
Both healthy.
Both healthy. Remember I said healthy.
And I keep saying this year.
And everyone.
Because Kyrie only plays 3 out of 7 games.
No, we're saying if Kyrie could play.
I'm saying Kyrie could play.
Oh, Kyrie, well, that's easy. Of course, Brooklyn.
Yeah, same.
But that's-
But we should feel okay looking at Philly.
Because I'm keep thinking Kyrie's only going to be able to
I
play
think when
3
the
to
playoffs
4.
come, the Nets will pay the fines for them home games.
I can't lie.
There's no fines. No, they're not. Because Sean Morris ain't going to do it.
I'll fuck at that.
He's not going to do it.
They also said they weren't going to trade James Harden, but you know.
No. That's
See ya.
James Harden. No, James Harden and the vaccine thing is if you. Alright. Sorry, Kyrie, and sorry, unvaccinated players, but the problem with not even unvaccinated, mainly Kyrie and Ben Simmons. The problem, like with them two at the moment, and even with Sean Marks, if they start paying that fine for Kyrie to play, the NBA players are gonna make a lot less guaranteed money in years to come after this year, and for what's happening, like the money's gonna go down after this year. It's gonna go down because these niggas ain't playing basketball and they're getting paid more money than God. Well, not God, because God is God, but
I was understand everything you say. Then I heard God. I'm like, damn, bro.
yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said God, but like It's just, I don't know, man. It's long. Sorry.
That's all the trade talk for now.
That's all the trade talk for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we'll leave it there still.
Yeah.
Boys, you anything else to say? No?
Nah, actually, All-Star game coming this weekend.
Next episode.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, next episode we're gonna talk about it next episode, but
Giannis All-Star MVP.
Why not?
Yeah.
what for what?
All-Star MVP, Giannis.
Why not?
Nah.
No? Who?
LeBron's not even gonna
Ooh, Jarrett Allen.
All right, okay, we're done now. Cut.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.